Abusia, at this point, you all should permit me use our Chief Justice term. The law is the law, and no one is above that law.
The law is the law. And the only answer one can give to all the hand-waving is the legal answer, unless we want something else.
Finally and officially, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has relieved our Chief Justice, her ladyship, Gertrude Torkornoo, of her duties as a Chief Justice here in Ghana. Personally, I was beginning to think and feel that as an issue, because I clearly remember when she was suspended in April, investigations wrap it up. But then, like I said, thankfully, Endra verdict is finally out. I must say, who the stands. So I just want us to get into the whole issue that led to her suspension in April, all the way to the proceedings that led to her removal yesterday. So in April, 3 major petitions were labeled against her, and all these people and as individuals were giving reasons why they think that the Chief Justice should be removed from office. And one notable petition that led to her removal yesterday was that from a private citizen identified as Daniel Ofori. This person actually wrote a 15-page petition, all listing 25 reasons why he thinks that the Chief Justice should be removed from office for acting inappropriately. And I mean, these are the sort of people we need in our country here, Ghana. Bold and audacious. People who are not scared to voice out when they see that things are going wrong. And that is exactly what Daniel Ofori did right there. So as we all know, our president cannot act on his own. And take a decision, and for that matter, he had to set up a 5-member committee to investigate into the petition to find out if indeed our Chief Justice is guilty of all these allegations. And in the end, investigations in now by the 5-member committee, they've submitted all their findings to the president, and then it turns out that our Chief Justice is indeed guilty of all these allegations. My president, as of effective yesterday, our Chief Justice has been relieved of her position. The statement that confirms it is what I have on your screen, and I'm also going to read it to you so we all have a better understanding. So I read: Presidency Communications. President Mahama removes Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo from office. President John Dramani Mahama has, in accordance with Article 146, subsection 9 of the 1992 Constitution, removed the Chief Justice, her ladyship, Justice Gertrude Torkornoo, from office with immediate effects. This follows receipt of the report of the committee constituted under Article 146, subsection 6, to inquire into a petition submitted by a Ghanaian citizen, Mr. Daniel Ofori. After considering the petition and the evidence, the committee found out that the grounds of stated misbehaviour under Article 146, subsection 1, had been established and recommended her removal from office. Under Article 146, subsection 9, the President is required to act in accordance with the committee's recommendation, signed by the presidential spokesperson, Felix Kwasi. So that is the statement I read to you right there. And I mean, I cannot talk about this issue without talking about some comment of some people. So I'm just going to read a few comments. Oh, you'll be our follow case where you should have a 2 cents on it. You should also have what you think about it. And that is what I'm going to read from some people, what they also said concerning this issue. So this person says that the Chief Justice fast-tracked their own removal. If we put aside the petition to remove her, her own attitude during and following the procedures were enough to charge her for misbehavior. How she went public disclosing details of happening in an in-camera proceedings, sending the case to ECOWAS courts when she has not been recommended for removal, inciting Ghana Bar Association and Commonwealth Bar Association to her defense. And I mean, this person is so right, because I clearly remember the whole drama that unfolded after you're suspending and now or the Ghana ECOWAS, and now she's doing this. Like, even up until that point, Nimpo, now you can't see a in a deal. But the way she was going about the whole issue was just so uncalled for, and that is what Joe said right there. This person also says that Ghana seems to be working again no one is above the law. Yes, and no one is above the law indeed. This one also says that she has soiled her reputation. She should have resigned to save her reputation and her family dignity. She allowed spirits of pride to ruin her. Sorry, madam. And this is so true. If she never out, she could have just taken a bow. I mean, there was no need to create the whole drama. Like issues like this, you don't go ahead to defend and defend. Like just take the bow and just resign on your own. Says yeah, mama, a whole statement about out, giving reasons, and then I feel like, Kwabena also says that the electoral commissioner will definitely follow. Let's sit back and see how it will end for the country. Masa, this one, I don't know which electoral commissioner you are talking about. I don't know what you mean. But then, guys, these are the few comments that I wrote, okay? So let me also know what you think in the comment section. Thank you so much for staying tuned with me. I'll see you in my next video.